Praise.
It is yet another Sunday, the 3rd of March, 2024, and allow me say Happy New Month to you all, our viewers out there. We are back again at Euroforum Uganda with your one and only host, Samantha Elf, all the way from Finland. I am more than delighted today to have a very special guest with me on this show. Some of you, actually many of you might know her because she is, as I call her, a celebrity, one that has done wonders, one that loves the Lord, and one that I am proud to call a personal friend. With me tonight is Rachel. I'll let Rachel introduce herself much later, but I just want to let you know that today we're going to be talking about what most of us love, and that is nothing other than love. Are you in love? Do you love to be loved? Or have you ever been loved by one another, by someone else, rather? Yes, okay. To all our viewers out there, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening from wherever you're watching us. We're going to be talking about how to cope and move on after a heartbreak. So we know the topic is love, yeah, but usually during love, we sometimes get heartbroken. So we're going to be discussing about that. So invite a friend to invite another friend and invite another friend as well to tell someone else to come and join us as we share experiences and also learn from one another how we could deal or cope after heartbreaks. Before we go on, allow me request each and every one of you watching us today to bow down and let's have a word of prayer. Mighty Father, I would like to thank you for this beautiful and wonderful day that you have devoted to us. Father, I thank you for the bread of life, and I thank you for my friend Rachel, who is here to share with us, Lord. Father, thank you for the month of March. I know that this month is very special to me because, Father, you enabled me come into this world because very soon it's going to be my birthday. I am more than delighted and I'm more than grateful and thankful for all the blessings that you have bestowed upon me. And also thank you for giving me the opportunity to be a blessing and to bless many others. Father, guide us through today's session and because without you, we are nothing. Thank you, Lord. In Jesus' mighty name we've prayed. Amen. Good. I didn't hear Rachel say amen.
I said amen. I just said it.
Good. All right. Yeah. Thank you. Okay.
Yes, my mom's birthday, so it's a beautiful month,
Wow, can you imagine? Yes, for the viewers out there, 10th of March is my birthday, so I'm actually allowing presents, gifts, mobile money, anything, just keep sending them coming to celebrate and share love with me because today we'll be talking about love. Before we start, allow me invite our special guest, Rachel. The floor is all yours. Please introduce yourself and let dear viewers know about you. I know so many people have probably heard of you or actually know you, but they do not know that you are the Rachel behind the curtains. So I would like you to introduce yourself. The floor is all yours.
Oh, Samantha, thank you so much. I'm very happy to be here and with everyone who is out there watching. My name is Rachel Namubiru, and I am a minister. I will say that because usually when people hear the word artist, there's something usually that runs in their heads. But first of all, before I was this artist that really entertains people on weddings and every other event. I actually began as a minister in church, and that is who I really am up to this very day. Mostly, I'm known out there as a gospel artist, and my music is all out there on the YouTube. You can actually follow, but Rachel Nambiru is my name. I'm a gospel minister and an artist as well. Yes, that's who I am.
Okay. My
Thank you
dear
so much.
viewers.
Welcome. Let's share,
Okay, yes, we are going to share indeed, because I cannot wait to dig into your journey of love and heartbreak. I am more than excited to dive in. But before we do that, I'm going to request our person behind the machines to actually play something for us so we can hear and see for ourselves. For those of you that do not know Rachel, there she is. Enjoy the song.
Chimanyi gwatalinde kulira n'abantu mbatya simanyi obani gwenesiga olusama yengo mangi ebisoto bingi n'ebibuuzo bingi tatanzize nzisenga bwendi byenebuuza bingi nebyempulidde bingi atanzize bonunudde bangi bokoledde bangi ne bozzemu bangi nange nzize tatanga nsabye emyaka n'ebisibo nfubye
Wow, wow. I think you all heard it. That was none other than Rachel Namubiru, the one that I have with me right now. That was her.
Yes.
Rachel, by the way, you have a very, very beautiful voice. I should commend you for that. And just for the record, Nzize is my favorite song among all your songs. I sometimes sing it, I'm like, Tata Nzize, ndoza binji nina, amayengo manji.
Especially when your heart is full of challenges and troubles,
Exactly. Yes, that is so true.
Yes.
Yeah. So our viewers out there, please invite your friends, tell a friend to tell another friend, because like you've seen, we have Rachel in the house with us, and she'll be doing for us an a cappella at the end of the show. Yeah. So keep here until the end of the show and you will hear her live voice, straight up. Rachel, I'm so happy, to have you. I just can't help it.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. So today we'll be talking about how to cope and move on after a heartbreak. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
But before we start, can you please tell us, what is love? What do you understand by love?
I know that out there's a lot of general description of things, but what actually makes more sense for me is your personal description of something.
Yeah.
Now, for me, to me, love is an intense feeling of attraction and affection, connection towards someone, but that feeling is comprised of care towards the person that has respect in it. You really feel attached to someone, you feel connected to them, you have a feeling of like connection and attraction and affection, but mostly to care for them, to give back to them, to give love to them, and as well as respecting them in everything you wish to do for them. That's love for me.
Wow. I
Mm.
love the passion. I love the way you
Mhm.
expressed it.
I'm so
Even
passionate about
yeah,
love, my
yeah. Even though somebody did not actually understand English, let's say there was a Chinese watching or Finnish that does not know English, just from your expression, they could actually they could feel it and know that what you're talking about is something that deals with the heart, something that is
Yeah.
so dear. Yes. Thank you very much. And just to mention this, love is actually in the Bible as well, and it's the greatest gift of all. So I
Yeah,
believe, I believe every one of us deserves to be loved
exactly.
because God loved us first by sending his first son, his only
Yeah.
son, actually, Jesus, to come and die for us. But why is
Yes.
it that this love usually
Mhm.
turns into heartbreaks? What is the cause of heartbreaks? Rachel, tell me, before we actually move on, have you ever been
Mm.
heartbroken?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
I'll not speak on many other things, but
Yeah.
when we talk about heartbreak,
Yes.
sure, anyone that has lived in this life where there are human beings
Yes.
has been a heartbreak somewhere. You know why?
Mm.
Because love, it's like a journey, it's like a process.
Yeah.
And because we are so different from each other, we seem to interpret it in a different way. So when someone does not seem to get it in your, like the way you see it, you kind of clash. So in a way, and we keep meeting, it's by chance when people finally meet and they actually connect.
Yeah.
They don't really have a lot to go through to really learn each other.
Yes.
But love usually is built on things like that. It just doesn't stop at seeing someone and you feel an affection towards them. It becomes a journey. So heartbreaks come from trying to really find your compatible person. And
Yeah.
because we have different personalities in life,
Yes.
you find that by the time you get to the one that actually connects with you,
Yeah.
you probably will have to go through heartbreak somewhere.
Yes.
Either one or two,
Yes.
Yes,
You're
so
quite
heartbreak,
right about that. I
yeah.
actually believe that even though you find that person that you're compatible with, I think it's just like it's a law of life that we
Mm,
just have to go through heartbreak because at some point,
that's
like they
true.
say, that love fades or love
Mm,
dies. You might have found this particular person, and maybe when you're with them, you might stay with them 20 years or 10 years, but after some time, you simply feel like there's no love anymore for that person, and you don't feel a certain way towards the person, and maybe that will cause you to move away, hence breaking the other person's heart.
yeah, and also for the most part,
Yeah.
you gave a reference of the Bible, for God so loved.
Yeah.
You will never describe love
Yeah.
until we get a reference from the one who made it.
Yes.
It must have a foundation of the same sort. I don't care what kind of love it is, it's romantic, it's what,
Yeah.
but you get from the original source, and that's God. If
Yeah.
God told us that he loved so much that he gave, and most of the times heartbreaks will come because we all come into love most of the times looking for the things that we want. Yet love to flourish, I have learned it with time.
Yeah.
We all have these voids in us that make us feel, if I get this, I will be happy. If someone does this to me, I'll be happy. Forgetting that you must go with a sense to give, with a sense to care, to go and pour love to someone, and naturally that same thing will fall back with you. But sometimes, because we can't see our hearts, our intentions and motives of looking for love are very different, but we'll never know. So we are in relationships and we're all looking for something. So you're looking for something and someone else is also looking for something.
Yeah.
If we ever went there feeling like, let me go and pour out, let me look for someone I can give love. Oh my God. But we always get something. So if all of us are looking for something, so we are all there like, I'm not getting this. I'm not forgetting that you are there to give someone love,
Okay.
Yeah, so
would
some
you
of the reasons why heartbreaks. There are many reasons, very many reasons, but that heart reason that someone can't see is one of the reasons why people break up. I'm not getting what I want. I'm using this person,
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you believe in the saying that that goes that people cannot love others unless you love yourself. Like there's no way you will love someone else unless you actually do love yourself. Is that right?
I really believe in that. Why? Because when you're full of something is when you're able to give it. That's why I told you, because we go to look for things we lack, yet we forget. We also may never know that someone else is also looking at you to give them. But when you're full of something, trust me, you'll pour it out. You will pour it out. Yes. So it's very important to first of all love yourself.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very important.
Okay. I do agree with that as well, because if you do not love yourself, how are you going to actually love someone else? That brings me back to the same thing that people always say, you know, you don't, why is it you're taking too much time in the mirror? Why are you dressed that way? Because people maybe out there are very plain and they're dressed the way they want. So you don't have to wear stilettos. You don't have to really wear something flashy. And I always tell them that, hey, I do not, I do not go out there for other people to look at me. I go out there for myself. So I think that's the same concept we're actually talking about here.
You need to have self-love, self-care, because when you have that in full, trust me, you will not find it very difficult to love someone else.
Yeah. So people out there, our viewers, you've heard it. You heard it from Rachel. She says that before you go out there to spread love or to share love with someone else, you should start with yourself, because when you love yourself, then you will easily, give out that love to someone else.
Right,
Unlike the fact that, okay, very nice. We are moving on. For our viewers that have just joined in, we are here on Euroforum Uganda, and our topic today is how do we cope, and move on after a heartbreak. I'm very sure most of you out there have been heartbroken before. I have been heartbroken, and I do believe that everyone 18 and above, today's topic is for only 18 and above. If you are under 18, please don't tell me you've ever been heartbroken, because you're still underage. Yes. You're still underage. That's what we kiddies are. You should wait and grow up. Yeah. When you grow up to become like us, then you can actually experience a heartbreak. Yeah. Other than that, it is forbidden.
Can I say something more about that? Okay, I know for this particular part, we are talking of a heartbreak in this love like relationship, but there are all sorts of heartbreaks out there between people. Can be heartbroken even besides this. Someone can be heartbroken by their mom, someone can be heartbroken by, maybe we are centering on this love that is in like romantic,
yes.
Now, but when we talk of heartbreaks, oh my God, they could be anywhere. Your sister could heartbreak your mother, like your boss, and you need to really get over that. Now, that should be out. We are here.
Yes. Rachel, sorry about that, but your volume. Okay, it's back. Your sound had gone off.
Hello?
No, you're now okay. It's back on. It's back on. At some point we couldn't hear. Yeah. Yes, you're very right about that. Just for clarity, like Rachel said, there are so many kinds of heartbreaks. It's not only romantically. She also said you could be heartbroken by a family member, your mom, your sisters, your family members. But today, I would like us to focus or zero just on that romantic kind of heartbreak, because that's the one that qualifies 18 and above. So when I'm 18 and above, through a heartbreak, Bambi, come here. Let's share ideas. And that now brings me to my next question, Rachel, which is, how did you cope? How did you cope with your heartbreak? How did you cope with it? What helped you through it?
Well, I'll give a little bit of a hint on what kind it was for me. Maybe there's someone out there. Most people always feel like a heartbreak is when someone actually drops you, like nga gwe bakuchaye, someone just walks away from you. Yes, there is that, but my kind was, I was in love with someone that I really love very much, because do you know, when you know that you really love someone is when you know that sometimes you're not getting so much from them, but you feel that I can be here. Sometimes love, true love can be tested even in that place, like, because most of the love is a bit demanding. I give you this, you give me that. You know, you walk this mile, I walk this mile, because you feel like, I'm not going to waste my time. But for me, I was at a place that even though I felt like this wasn't there and that wasn't there and that wasn't there, I felt like if he was there, I'm good. I love that person. But then for me, my heartbreak came from a pot alone. You can know when someone simply, he was kind of a controlling person. You understand? He demanded so much for me to explain and give back. Why did you talk to this person? Why did you go there without me knowing? Why do you talk to that person? I don't like that person in your life. Who is that? Like, why? There, stuff like that. But for me, because I was blinded by really loving them, and also because I was still young and very naive about what really love is about, like, I felt, oh my God, he loves me. I felt like I had to answer everything, but knowing what love really is, that's not how someone who loves a person is supposed to really handle them. So for me, and also I had people, because I do the singing, you will have many people out there who love you, fans, and they are you that other dirty side that I did not know. And they really felt like, oh my God, this girl, she's going in for the wrong person. Now for me, with all that information, because people took the initiative to actually walk to me and talk to also my parents, oh my God, we really care for this girl. We don't want her to end up with someone. We know his character. So basically, I had enough information that I needed to know that you really need to get out of this thing. But remember, in my heart, I really felt like I loved him. So I knew that I had to let that go. So to me, that was a very big heart, because it's not that your heart wants to let go. No, it's the reasons they are giving you, and they are right, because people care for you, you know? So I knew that I had to let that go. So for me, let me tell you, it took me almost a year.
Wow.
To let that go.
Yes.
Can you imagine? It took me a full year. That's when you know that really it was kind of true love. Because if it was real, things that are real just don't fly off like that. So that's right. There must be steps taken unless you really want happiness and joy. There must be steps, even if they are hard, but they must be there. That is if you're really looking for love.
Yes.
Yeah, so for me, the way I coped up with that, I had, okay, this one thing I don't have in my life is to hide so much about my life, because I know there's an English saying that goes that it takes two to tango. Like sometimes you must have people in your life that you open up to about what's going on, people who care for you.
Yeah.
And know that they have the best for you at heart. So I listen to them, because I would share. My mom is one of them. There's nothing my mom will not know. And I know that she has been there before me. Yeah. So she can actually know who is tricking you, who wants to use you. She can know. So there are those people, may not be many, it can be one or two, who you really open up to, that this is what I'm going on, like this is what is happening to me. And they will like give time to listen to both sides, not people who, because you must have also people who are realistic in life. There are these things, people want to go and find help, but they find help with people who want to always side with them. You must find people who are real and genuine. Like, let me Rachel, is there anything you did that would have made someone run away? Because most of the times these heartbreaks happen to us because you're actually not also looking at the side of yours that is breaking things. Sometimes heartbreaks come because someone can't handle your character, your personality, like you're someone who can't be corrected. And the heartbreak comes because you actually were part of that.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that at the bad side, you have to look into. So when I spoke to my mom, I also have my spiritual dad, and he really listened. Rachel, what's happening? What did he do? So I explained everything to them. So any person who cares for you and is a mature person will
Yes.
tell you, if someone says statements like this, if someone handles you this way, if someone pushes people out of your life, that is a control person. Rachel,
Yeah.
that's not love, because love has to look like this, it has to look like that.
Yes.
And I had to listen because I believed in these people, because I knew they wished well for me.
Yeah.
Yes, so opening up to
Yes.
them, knowing the truth completely,
Yeah.
and then advised me accordingly.
Okay. So what I'm learning from that is that in a nutshell, having a support system, in
Exactly.
place during that emotional time while you're going through a heartbreak is very, very important. And for you in this scenario, it was your mom, as in somebody that you confided in, and then also you understood the fact that you were spoken to, and you knew that your mom wanted the best for you, or she had your interests, at heart. Yeah, that also helped. So that actually was going to take me to the next question that I wanted to ask, or something that I wanted us to talk about, which was that is it important for somebody going through a heartbreak to actually have support systems in place? But now that you've already actually answered, or you've actually briefly spoken
and
about. Yes.
Sammy, for this topic, like we would talk for the next week.
That's right.
And right now we will not actually exhaust everything because even of our time, there are a lot of things you can do to actually get out of things like that. Well, something I didn't mention earlier, like revealing your life to people who care about you, but then also you should know in your life that what is life about?
Yes. What do you want?
Because relationship is just a part of what life is about. But life is about so many other things, because you would have love, but if you don't have a vision in life where you're going, love can die. So it's just part of the whole picture of what makes up someone's purpose in life.
Yes.
So if this area ever had a problem, find solution to it. But anyone in life, if you ever had focus of your purpose in life, because the path of your purpose in life has a lot of good things in your way. In the right purpose of your life, you will find even better, proper love.
Yes.
So if love ever fails, your purpose in life hasn't died.
That is a very good point. Yes.
Find solutions to that, speak to people, but purpose is very important because it is the cause of your life. It's the most important thing. Let me tell you, if you had everything else in life that you feel you desire or wish to have and did not have purpose, even these very things will die. So everything in life that we have will have to run in the course of the purpose being the greatest vision there. So if you fall depression or heartbreak, that is just particular chapter in life. Seek counsel, but also get back on the course. Why am I here? If you get that course and follow it, it revives you. And trust me, even the love that you deserve is right ahead of you, because your purpose has a lot of beautiful things that you deserve.
Amen. Guys, you heard it. Purpose. What is it that you seek out? Yes, that you seek out of this life. Do you actually know what your purpose is on earth, or do you simply live by the wind? Are you simply blown by the wind? Wherever it takes you is where you go. That is something that you guys should think about. Yeah, that is a very, very good point, and it's food for thought for so many of us. We need to have a purpose in life and actually know the direction in which we want to head to. Rachel, allow me ask you this. Do you think that acceptance is also part of, is another way of dealing or coping with heartbreak?
Thank you very much. I'll give a scenario of
Okay.
about a lady who has a very maybe bad skin. Maybe she has issues with her
Yes. Acne.
skin.
She has acne, burnt skin. Yeah.
Something like that. Or for example, someone who has a disease or within them,
Yes.
and the person came and just complained to you, oh my God, my skin is bad, or I really have an inner issue. And all you need is to just take that person for makeup to cover up that acne or something.
Yes.
There are very good makeup artists who can cover up someone's skin. We usually see that a lot on the YouTube. And they really use someone who had a terrible skin and then the makeup over here, and you will not believe that they're the same person.
Because that is where men say that such makeup artists should actually be imprisoned. Yes, that you meet a chick and you're like, damn, I have a baby. Yeah? You take her home, and then I hear when she comes out of the bathroom, you keep asking yourself, you actually run away and say, is this the same woman that I came with? Yeah. So yes, I feel your point. I feel you on that one. Yeah. So they cover up.
If you covered up that, they will look very beautiful.
Yes.
Just for that time.
Yeah.
But life, the real life is who you really are.
Yes.
What has covered you up and given you a status for a certain moment. So that is what it is. So when you say that acceptance is one of the steps, actually it is the very first step you need to have before everything else to heal. Because if you covered up that face, finally that person is not going to have that makeup through the night and the next day and the next day. The thing is that they will go and wash it off, and the real person will actually show forth. So even with heartbreaks, most of the times we feel like we are going to distract ourselves. Let me go and go and hang up with my friends. Let me actually get up with someone. There's this other person who was kind of vibing me. I think, you try to patch up so you can cover the pain. Trust me, when all that is done, the pain will be right back in your face. So the very first step is to really accept that the truth is I have been hurt and someone has walked away from me, someone has hurt me. When you accept it, is very easy to deal with something.
Yes.
Then you have accepted you have a problem.
Yes.
When someone denies that they have an issue, it is very difficult to help them. So even accepting pain is a beginning of a healing process for someone.
Yes, that is
Because
very, very right.
You know, okay, what are we gonna do? Because now you have accepted. So what should I do? That is someone that can easily be helped, as opposed to someone who is trying to cover up. I'm good. No, real people in life, real human beings get hurt. They get pain, cry. But that crying and that accepting pain is a release in a way.
Yeah. It should actually help make you better, because when you accept, your situation, then you will know how to deal with it and then try to move forward and actually free yourself from the burden of, from that bondage of pain or sorrow or grief. And that takes me back. I just want to, send out a caution to all people out there, all people that are going through a certain hardship. Please do not live in denial. Let it be sickness, let it be relationships, let it be love, let it be whatever issue it could be. Do not live in denial, because denial kills faster than the actual problem. Actually, I'll give you an example of sickness. We have so many people that could be probably tested and they have HIV, AIDS. But because of the fact that they live in denial, they do not want to accept that, they die so fast. And yet, once you accept it and know that it's not a death sentence, it's just like any other disease, you can live, normally and do all your stuff as other people, and you can actually live on longer than you would have lived if you do not actually accept it. So if you are in a bad relationship, also, this is a caution. Remember, it is better to stay alive, than be in an abusive relationship and die in it. You could be killed. You could be abused. So
and most people actually denied have actually gone deeper into the pit. That's where depression will start. Any
right.
like
Yes.
there's a way God made us, like any emotion has a certain effect on your natural like the body has a way of releasing, I don't know what. So when
Yes.
you deny something, it's like there's a fight, like you're refusing something,
Yes.
and your body kind of interpret it in so many ways.
That's
Trust me, you're getting deeper and worse in the problem than you actually think. It is okay. I think people accepting makes them feel weak, and it's wrong to say, but it's kind of pride when you never accept stuff.
yeah.
And pride,
That's true.
definitely you're going to fall.
Yes, that is very right.
Like, oh my God, how can I show? How can others hear? All
Yes.
that, like
Yes.
it is good right now. But
Mm.
trust me, the very people you're afraid of are going to see you in a deeper pit tomorrow.
That is true. There it is. I guess you had it all from my one and only, my celebrity friend. We are here again on Euroforum Uganda. For those of you that are just joining us, I am Samantha Elf from Finland, your host today, and our topic of discussion is how do we cope and move on after a heartbreak. I'm very sure most of us have gone through this or experienced this, and we are here to brainstorm, share ideas and experiences, and see how we can help people out there that are going through the same situation. Back to my guest. She is Rachel Nambiru, a gospel artist in Uganda. And yes, we are learning from her, or actually sharing from her experiences. Before we move on, Rachel, allow me to read some comments on Facebook.
Yes.
One Flavia Naki, I think in Luganda they say Nachi, maybe. She says, I love your music, Rachel.
Thank you, my dear. I
Yes.
appreciate it.
And then Mr. Kasire, Fred Kasire, says that like a business going bad, it's natural for love to go south. For some,
Yes.
they unluckily fail more often than others. That is very true. That is something I pointed at when I said that sometimes we just simply fall out of love. So Mr. Kasire, thank you very much for being part of the show. Mr. Kasire is actually our boss. He's our mentor. Big ups,
Wow.
Mr. Kasire. I'm very happy to have you here on the show. R.S. Topaz, you're saying that it is a great topic that we're talking about. And then she says that the love, when you decided to settle, hits different when it ends. That is very true, you know, as in the love, when you decide to settle, hits different when it ends. And then, yes, and then Kaketo Study says that it's true, we have different character. Yes. And then finally, there's the one Mubera Lugo Rose. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. If I didn't, she says that some people never get the chance to find out what their purpose is. And that is very true. So many people actually do not know what their purpose in life is. But like Rachel enlightened earlier, it is something that we need to think about deeply and understand and actually know what our purpose in life is. Because whenever we do that, whenever we discover that, it helps lead or guide us into the right direction. Moving on.
Find out. It's
yes.
It's something you invest time in, you care enough to find.
Yes. Okay. Moving on. Right here on Euroforum Uganda, your number one and best social, or how can I call it? Yeah, social network platform. Tuli wano tuwayamuko ne muyimbi waffe omwagala Rachel Nambiru, all the way from Uganda. Abatuuliza mwenna abali eyo aboogera Oluganda oba bannayuganda, tusanyuse nnyo okubeera nammwe mwenna era tubasaba nti no mwongerere ddala okubeera wamu naffe wano ku Euroforum Uganda. Mmwe mutufudde kye tuli era we thank you very much for that. Now moving on, njagala kubuuza Rachel that is it okay for someone to feel attached, to your ex after a breakup? And if so, how can you work through those feelings?
I wouldn't say it is okay.
Okay.
I would say it's just very natural.
Okay. Yeah.
Okujjako nga you were there and you were not there at the same time.
Like
But
you were
deep,
not 100% there. Yes, you were
let me tell
partially
you, in
there.
love, those things
Okay.
happen only that people will never see people's heart. Someone is there for all other reasons apart from love. So you would never wonder when that person like quickly moves on to something else, because that will explain how they were really there. You know, it is this
Rachel,
what
the
you
sikiriza kubeerawo sikiriza kubeerawo kusolvinga forever nze love bwe nfuna heartbreak yeah mbeerawo week beating nkitta I move on.
Mupana, I did not say, but you know, within your heart and mind,
Yeah.
it is not that quick.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
something that you have invested your time and your heart and feelings has a foundation that is not that weak. Trust me, you will take some time to walk away from something like that. It's not very easy, but it's very possible.
Yes.
But I would say it is as quick as it can never be.
Yes. But how can you help somebody, detach themselves from their exes? Because it's just like you said, it's natural for you to feel attached because this person was a part of you. You guys did almost everything together and you just cannot get them out of your system. How would you advise somebody to actually, try and...
First of all, I would, now these things I'm talking about were my even own experiences,
Okay, yes.
You will have to first accept that it is going to take some time.
Okay. Yeah.
That you should know, because I will not promise you you're going to wake up. No, shall wake up tomorrow morning, put makeup on yourself. Go. That will all happen, but that thing will be lying in your heart. Sit down and give time to yourself to think through. Okay, for some people, you have that. Sometimes some people will want to know the reasons why it failed. Because when someone has that talk with someone, they will at least have a base to understand, okay, now I have the reason, this is why it can't work. Now, for me in particular, I told this other person, you know what? Because sometimes if someone is just left out of the blue, they can never understand why it failed, because they feel, I have been doing my best, I have been doing this, I've been doing that. So they keep lingering on that. So if you have that ex or that person who is good enough to sit down with you and say, let me be honest with you. This is the reason. This is the reason. Because for me, I told that other person, the truth is, I love you. I don't know for you, but I think there are so many things that have proved that we are not compatible people.
Yes.
If you sit down and know the reason why you're walking away, that is the reason that will keep you to, and you're not knowing why did it fail.
Okay, yes. Now, Rachel, that brings me to this.
Yeah.
Do you think that staying friends with your ex would actually help nudge that, that feeling? Would it help?
No,
would it help
no,
the
no,
situation,
no,
or do you actually feel that it makes matters worse?
No one in this life has been advised to keep, because that is the same thing that is hurting you.
Okay.
You have to deal with it. It has to come out of the path.
Yeah.
Because all you want is for it to work. It's not working the way you want it to work, and you want to keep friendship with it. Trust me, you're going to fall into the same pains. No, you just have to keep that thing out of your path. The thing is that there is a reason why you wanted to be with this other person, not for mere friendship. If that's not what you're getting from them, then you can't even get them as your friend. At least first heal.
Okay.
Because you will know when you heal. There are people who can stand being friends. For me, I can't. Because when my head and my heart get the reasons that this person I'm not compatible with, because at the end of the day, I'm looking for true love and true happiness. And if I know that I can never get them from you, that chapter is closed. I will heal with time, but I'll have gotten it in my head that one I can't be with, because I'm not going to get happiness. I'm not going to get the love I need, because that's what I'm looking for. And after I have known that, and I've gone through my process of healing, because that process, unless you don't give it time, you will heal. Even if it takes long, you will heal. Then I can, if that person like calls me and say, hey, hi, trust me, I have no problem. But there are people who can. So it is advisable to just keep that person away from your life.
Okay, yes. It's better to run away, distance yourself from that person, because